Hey, fragrance friends and enthusiasts, welcome back. It's Benjamin here at the Centaur Fragrance Channel, showcasing another beautiful fragrance. So today it's Bint-El Medina. I hope I said that right. Please forgive me if I didn't. From the house of Amuze. So wonderful fragrance oil. This is an attar, and if you've never seen one of these, look at this beauty here. This is how you apply it. It's got a little glass dauber, and then you just wipe it on your skin, and that's all you have to do, guys. And then you're set, and you can layer that with your fragrances. So it's really nice, guys. This is a really complex fragrance. It's kind of a spicy, herbal, floral kind of ordeal. Not particularly woody, but there's some smoke that almost adds some woodiness to this one. So the florals here are kind of aldehydic, kind of lean on the almost the yellow floral side, but they're almost roasted, they're almost aged, and they almost have some dryness to them. Again, the notes aren't listed, so I'm only being able to speculate to what my nose detects. With the yellow floral type of aspect, I almost get a dandelion quality to this. If you've ever smelled black-eyed Susans, it almost smells like that. It's a certain type of flower. So it's like a deeper yellow floral with some almost aldehydic type qualities about it. Really nice and interesting. There's some spice here, which definitely to me leans on the nutmeg side of things. A little bit earthier, maybe a little bit of a rooty type of spice to this fragrance. Really, really nice. And again, this whole fragrance smells smooth and almost suede-like. And then as the fragrance, as it progresses, and as you really get a grasp on the fragrance, you really start to really notice how smoky this fragrance is. But again, there's some natural, almost smooth sweetness to this fragrance, and the smokiness isn't aggressive, but this fragrance does lean on the smoky side. It does lean a little bit on that, spicy, uh, you know, aged, almost like smoky, spicy side of things. It's just fascinating, and it's really hard to describe. But guys, I'm doing my best, and this is a beautiful juice. I mean, if I want to say juice, but again, it's an attar. It's an oil. So again, I get almost a carnation vibe. I get maybe some black-eyed Susans, maybe some dandelions, a little bit roasted, a little bit aged. Almost feels like if you were to dry these and make your own tincture of them, and also kind of like brew them and smoke them. Maybe with a little bit of tea, maybe some chamomile also in this. And the smokiness, it does smell a little bit more unique. I would describe the smokiness as almost smelling like mesquite. If you've never smelled mesquite, there's a lot of it in Texas, and it's a very popular wood for smoking, meats and things. It has a very unique smell about it. A lot of power to it. It has a lot of interesting quality about it, and it almost feels and smells a little bit dry as well. And that's what I get out of this fragrance. But there's a nice blend of a little bit of resinous sweetness that really balances everything out. So interesting thing here. Again, these we'll talk about the price and the value here later on. But I think this is pretty good, a pretty good item, a pretty original, pretty unique, and for the price, guys, I think it's worth it. So longevity wise, this is an oil. Yes, oils can project very well, but usually it depends on how concentrated it is. But because of it's an oil, it doesn't evaporate as quickly. So generally, you'll get better longevity and not as much projection. And a little bit goes a long way. So you do not need to pour this on yourself or lather it on. A little bit goes a long way. I might have not. Maybe I put on too much. I put on an awful lot of that. So. This will last you 8 hours. Again, it has some fresher qualities about it, almost like aldehydic, almost indolic as well, floral qualities that kind of dissipate, but still, this is a darker, richer fragrance. So you'll get about 8 hours, maybe plus, and projection wise, about average, and sillage wise, maybe a little bit above, but it's kind of its own subtle kind of creation. It's a little bit unique, so I think you have to really connect to it. I think it has to make sense for you. I don't think it's going to get you a lot of compliments. Jumping into the compliment factor, I don't think this one is really going to reach out and grab people's attention as much as you think. Again, because it's a little bit odd, it's a little bit unusual. But is it bad? No, I actually think it smells really nice. And I usually don't like yellow aldehydic notes and feelings in fragrances, and this one is able to create a good balance and something that I actually quite enjoy. So I think that it's well done. I think it's well composed, and it's smooth, and it's got a little bit of a rich almost resinous sweetness, balancing all of these unique qualities. Again, of course, with that smoke, that unique smoke coming through. I think that it's pretty well done. So overall, compliment factor wise, I don't think it's going to do magic for you, but on its own, but layered with other fragrances, it could really add a really nice, interesting, blend of brightness and spiciness and smokiness, maybe to a fall fragrance, or maybe, if you want to wear a really fresh fragrance and layer it on top of this for transitioning from, spring to summer or summer to fall. This also would be really great for that. So this is one of the reasons I want to mention this one. Also, I think that a lot of ladies perhaps would like to dabble in smoky fragrances. I often talk about By the Fireplace, which is amazing. By the Fireplace is absolutely worth checking out. It's worth the hype. It's worth checking out. Wonderful smoky fragrance, probably one of the best, if not the best, on the market, especially for the money. But this one, if you do want something that's wearable for you, that's smoky and interesting, I think that you could layer this with your other fragrances. If you do tend to like this kind of smell, I do think that this could be an enjoyable adaptation to your collection. You don't even have to buy a full-blown smoky fragrance. That might be strange. You could layer this with a lot of your fragrances, and that's one reason attars are so beautiful. And you could make a lot of beautiful, blends and creations, and be able to experience your collection in a whole different light, in a whole different way. So this is a pretty easygoing, pretty wearable introduction to smokiness, and I think that is where this fragrance is going to shine, adding a little bit of spice and smokiness, being layerable with all of your other fragrances. And there is some amber qualities to this fragrance as well, which also adds a really nice, again resinous depth, a little bit of that ambery feel, really adding a really nice depth, maybe to some of your other fragrances. So I definitely would check this one out, guys. I'm not trying to hype it up. Also, I almost forgot, and sometimes, if it's been a while, I almost forget. But guys, this one was sent to me, but I wasn't told what to say. I wasn't asked to say anything or told what to say. This is my own full-blown opinion. If I was to criticize this at all, I probably would say that I wish it projected a little bit better. I thought it would project a little bit better, but it doesn't. But I do think the blend is solid. Perhaps it could be a little bit rootier, or perhaps it could be a little bit, have a little bit more of, I don't know, like a leather component. It almost is begging for something a little bit, I don't know, a little bit darker almost. It to me, it's a nice medium. It's a nice balance. But y'all know me, I like complex, unusual things, and this fragrance is almost there. But I'm like, if it just had a little bit more smoke or a little bit more spice, it'd be even crazier. And y'all know I would kind of like it to be that way. But anyways, really well balanced. And again, the price, I promised to tell y'all about the value and the price. You can get this baby for like 25 bucks. Again, perfect for layering. And again, I mentioned it and encouraged it out there for the ladies. Guys, this is perfectly unisex as well. Perhaps you would like something a little bit more unisex. Maybe you didn't feel comfortable with Oud Bouquet by Lancôme. This doesn't smell exactly like that. This is a different juice altogether, but this could be layerable and give you somewhat of a similar effect. And you could share this if you were intending to share this with your lady. This could definitely be shared, with a significant other as well. So again, wonderful oil. I love attars. Attars really give you a lot of versatility. Really can change up your collection. Really can, add, make your collection fun again. Maybe you have a collection with a lot of fragrances and you're always buying something new. You can change up a lot of your fragrances and again, have some brand new creations. Experiment a little bit, have some fun. So wonderful house, Amuze here. They do attars very well for a reasonable price. If you're really into the Arabic attars, you might say that this house, there's super high quality stuff out there that you might want to go for if you have the money. But I think you're getting good quality here for the money for what you're getting, and I think this is attainable and affordable and more easy, more easier to grasp and want to explore with, for the money and for the price. So, anyways, guys, I like the little bottle. I think it's good. Check it out. Let me know what you think about this house and what you think about this brand. I'll link their website down below, but again, I'm not getting any kickback whatsoever. I get nothing back. Like, comment, subscribe, everybody. Hit the notification bell, share the video, and tell a friend. I'll see you next time, everybody. Peace out, and bye.